My name is Vicki Williams, and my house, its name is La La Land. I chose that name during the pandemic because that's where I felt like I was La La Land for the first 2 or 3 months of it. I've been living here, I just started the 3rd year in March. Welcome to my tiny home. We are in the living room. I have an 8.5 foot wide house. The built-in couch that Wind River puts the storage underneath, and it folds out into a double bed. Perfect viewing for my television. This is one of my favorite spots in the wintertime is right here. Pre-pandemic, we were outside most of the time, rarely ever inside. With the pandemic, there's not been much socialization inside going on at all. So, but I could seat 3 or 4 people in here and watch something. Most of the time, though, we're all outdoors. I had this house designed specifically for storage, and so I do have a lot of storage. I've got storage that goes up the stairs, underneath the stair storage. This storage, I did not put in an oven or my cooktop is on the countertop because I wanted all the drawer space and all that sort of thing. There's storage upstairs, more shelving. So I do have adequate storage, and these 2 closets right here, actually there's 4 of them. I've got lots of it. This is my tiny kitchen, and I cook a lot, and I have not missed having a full oven. I use that. It's a convection oven of some sort. And the induction cooktop, I love it. I chose the colors, the style, everything because I like the Nordic clean look. The different colors of wood, the paint colors, I chose that. I just wanted to have that. I like that Scandinavian look of things. I like the farmhouse sink. It's big enough that I can do anything I want to in it. I cook full meals for myself. I could probably cook for 3 or 4 people in here with just what I've got and not have any problems. I've got a lazy Susan here, plenty of storage for all everything that I need for several people actually. I think a family could probably have plenty of space for this. The under storage here is plenty. I've got a pull-out spice rack, which has other things in it too. It has enough room for recycling bin and trash can. I like this because you can see what you've got. I don't think I'd change that at all. I've started a little art collection there, a tiny art collection. It's not quite finished yet. All my glasses are handmade. Everything is handmade, just about. I think I've got 1 plate here that I don't really remember where it came from, but everything else is made by local artisans, either here in Tennessee or North Carolina. Artwork, same thing. That's all. That came from an artist in Florida that does these glass pieces. And she does like whole walls and things, but I just chose that one. I can't remember her name. She's pretty awesome. All my artwork is made by either friends or family. Not a lot to talk about the fridge. It's full of beer. If I open it up, you're going to see a bunch of beer. When you go shop, when you live up here in the middle of nowhere, you shop a lot. You buy big quantities of stuff when you finally go out because it's 30 minutes down the road to go to the grocery store. I have plenty of space. I have more than enough space for everything that Jasper and I need. There's a full family, and right now it's full, and I do subscribe to a meal service. I have a box of food delivered that I cook every week, and sometimes it's 3 meals, sometimes it's 4 for 2 people. So I'm just getting ready to also join a CSA with several people up here for that, because we're not a food desert, but you have to go find it. I started looking into going tiny and downsizing about 10 years ago. And it's been a gradual process from 1,800 square feet to 650 square feet, and then 450, and now this. So it's been a transition over 10 years, and it hasn't been as difficult for me as some people. I decided to downsize, and I sold my 1,800 square foot house, and a friend had a 650 square foot cottage that was empty, and I moved into that. And it was similar to this with a shed roof, had a loft. It was great space. I loved it. It's my favorite. Lots and lots of windows. And then another friend had a 450 square foot cottage on her property that she wanted somebody to live in. And I was her massage therapist, and so we decided we'd just barter. And I moved there, lived there for 4 or 5 years, and then when I retired, I decided to build this house, and I found Wind River after a lot of research. And they were in Chattanooga, and which was close to this, and so that's why I decided just to build my own place and have a big outdoor space, and I could travel and come back here and hang out close to my sister in Chattanooga. I have 10 big windows in here counting the door, and this is a 200 square foot space. And we're up here in the middle of nowhere, and you would not think that that much light would come in these windows, because I originally started out the first year with no window coverings. And there's a lot of light that's out there. And so I got these shades that you just pull like this, and they block the light, and they look good too. I like them a lot. But I put these in all over the house, and I'm going to have them in the other space too. But you got to have something on your windows, and I like the uncluttered look of these shades. The humidity in a tiny house, I don't know. Other people in the bigger park models don't seem to have the issues that those of us that have the little tiny houses on wheels have. I had a smaller unit that was, I don't know, half this size. This is 2 liters, I think. And I had just your standard, small. It says clears out 200 square feet or more. No, it didn't. I had condensation everywhere. I had condensation under these cubbies here. I had it in the bathroom. I had it dripping down the walls. And I bought this, and within 2 hours, it was all gone. Every bit of it was. So you got to have a good dehumidifier when you're in a tiny house. I have clothes, clothes and shoes, and that's the only thing I'm looking forward to is having a full-size closet where my dresses do not have to be folded over, but that's okay. There's all that fabric where it doesn't matter. And I do use this as storage. There's cameras in there and all kinds of good stuff, but I've got plenty of closet space. There's more down there. I'm embarrassed by the number of coats that I have. And this is not nice looking right now, but that's storage for, all the other things. Dog storage, a lot of storage. All this too. I've even got wine stuck back in there behind that toy basket back there. You can't see it, but this is a very deep step, and it stays cool back there. So there's even wine bottles back there. Washer, dryer combo. I like it to a degree. It's not something that I would ever wish on a family, because you really can't get things dry in it. It's faster to hang them up to dry, but it does okay. The only thing I regret is not enclosing these. I do wish I had, because I had the option. They gave me the option to enclose them, and I kind of thought I'd like the look of having the baskets and the books and all that, and I do. But I think for just to be neater, I probably would enclose those. I have my contractors, I think they're going to put some kind of railings up here, because I'm afraid Jasper's going to fall off and kill himself, and up there at the loft too. So that will be happening. Not a problem going up and down these though, they're so wide. I think this came from IKEA. They built this. As you can see, once again, storage, I like it. So my medicine cabinet's pretty wide. This is a sink that's good to wash your hands and possibly brush your teeth. That's about all it's good for though. I've got storage shelves, storage up there that's nice, I like it. All of my pictures are lopsided because of the construction, but that's okay. Shower's 32 inches. It's not big, but it's big enough for me. Lots of lighting, I do like that. That's awesome. That fan doesn't do much of anything that's kind of dysfunctional. It just sits there. On the way up the stairs, we have a shoe rack. The guys were going to put a queen size bed up here, and I said, I need shoe storage, because I have lots of Tevas and lots of running shoes. And so this is what they came up with, was this, and it works great. I can get lots and lots of shoes in here. And as we come up, I've got 2 big windows up here and more storage, family photos. My clothes are in baskets right now. That's probably going to change. Jasper's got beds up here. It's kind of crowded now since he moved in. Dogs have lots of stuff. Having a loft with a bed, trying to change the sheets, everybody knows that's a pain. But you just have to do it. I would probably not have a loft again if I had to do it over, but that's just my age. If I was younger, it wouldn't even be a big deal. And they built this little platform to put your mattress on. I have an avocado mattress, and they recommend you do this anyway, but they built this. That's nice. Nice slider windows. I love my windows up here. That one cranks out. That window is going, they're going to seal it up, and it's going to go downstairs in the addition. So it will only be one window up here. There is definitely a sense of freedom because you don't have all that maintenance and all that house cleaning and stuff that you have to maintain, and you can only put so much stuff in that house. And when you bring, like when I brought Jasper in, I gave away a lot of stuff because I had to have room for him and his things. So you can only accumulate so much stuff, and you can say no to people who are always trying to give you things too. Believe it or not, in 450 square feet, you can get a lot of furniture, and that was the biggest thing, was getting rid of the furniture. I didn't realize how much you could actually put in a 450 square foot house, and stuff, just things that you had accumulated. So that was a big deal, trying to farm all that stuff out. And I don't really sell things, I just give it away. And luckily I had a friend who her husband has an eBay business. I filled her SUV 4 or 5 times. And then I had other friends that were willing to take plants. I miss plants. That's one thing I do miss, is having big plants in the house. But I gave all those away. It was just given, I've just farmed stuff out. But it was a process, a definite process. I'm glad I don't have to do it again. Well, I had this deck built as soon as I moved in. It happened the day I moved in. They were here building the deck, because when you live tiny, you have to have a large outdoor space. And I had the roof put on last October, because it gets really hot up here in the summertime, and I needed some kind of respite from the sun, because I like to be outside all the time. And then the ceiling fan, of course, I had to have that put in. The gates were put up when Jasper came along 6 months ago. The outdoor shower is the best thing that I can say about tiny living, is you get to take a shower outside and have a view, and it's nice. It might be a little chilly sometimes. I don't do it every day, of course, but I absolutely love it. When I was in Oregon, staying in we were probably, we'd left Bend and we were down around Deschutes and headed toward the coast. We stayed in this little camper thing, and all these forest fires were going on. It was horrible, actually. But she had an outdoor shower, and we were both like, oh my gosh, in spite of the fact that we had all this smoke and the moon was like this orange, weird science fiction orb. It was awesome standing out there taking a shower looking at the moon. And so when I decided to build the house, it was like, I'm having an outdoor shower. And so there it is. I decided to add this room and a bath because I'm up here all the time now instead of out traveling, and I wanted more space, and I wanted a guest room for when my son visits and friends visit. And so this is going to almost double the size of the house. This room is like 14 by 16, I think, and then the bathroom is maybe 6 by 8. It's going to have a 36-inch shower instead of a 32, full-size sink. And there are 3 windows. The mini split will be over there. And then there's going to be a doorway right here where they will take out that one closet. And there's going to be, the closet's going to be 6 by 3. So I'll have more closet space. I will be losing one. And then there's going to be a sliding glass door here. And of course, there's a roof. So yeah, more deck space. Having fewer possessions is very freeing. And if I ever were to move into a much larger space, I still think I would have minimal stuff because I don't like taking care of all of it. It's It's quite enjoyable when you want to do other things in your life. And I think everybody should actually try it. More people are trying it. Before I had Jasper, I was much more of a minimalist than I am now. He's got 3 dog beds up there. So, yeah, I've kind of backslid on that a little bit. I will probably live here until they have to carry me out. I might go when I can still walk, but I don't plan on going back into a big house or a nursing home or assisted living or any of that stuff. I'm going to go when I can't go anymore.